I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, here we go. Irving to Hayward. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Irving brings the ball up court. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Irving with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Irving. To Horford. Shot from the lane won't go.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Irving into the front court. Down 6. Irving to Hayward. Terrific vision. Horford's shot won't fall. Russell Westbrook with the rock. George, pass to the rim. Inside, he scores. Jay, if you're Russell Westbrook, how do you take on the responsibility of getting them over the hump?
You have to own it, Ed. And that starts with owning the fact that, yes, you were the first player in the history of the game to average a triple-double back-to-back years, but that did not equate to your team being successful. Sometimes less is more, and he has to make sure that he's surrounded and allowing the players he's surrounded with to help him get to the next level.
To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Chance for Westbrook, no good. Brown with it up top. Right now, down 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense.
Oh, emphatic slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Paul George. To Westbrook. Not that time. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
To Hayward. Aaron Baines powers it through.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Thunder with the basketball to Westbrook. Probing the defense. Westbrook to George. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
To Irving. Off the assist.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook. Footer at the buzzer, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Gets off a three at the buzzer, and it won't be close as time expires here in the first quarter. First quarter in the books. Thunder with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The Thunder have the possession. Schroeder. Another and a putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. George. To Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. Cleans the offensive glass. Oh, and a putback.
Let's see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Paul George to Schroeder. To Paul George. Ah, the monster stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Hayward to Marcus Smart. To Rozier. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His team on top by 8. George. And counted at the rim. Timeout Boston, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Horford. To Marcus Morris. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. To Marcus Smart. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Westbrook to George. face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. To Marcus Morris. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
OKC ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George, down low, Noel. With another basket there. Rozier into the front court. Down 12. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's always those sneaky athletic ones. These guys get you every time. Hashtag team don't sleep.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Final minute, first half. To Horford. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Russ at the controls. To Paul George. Surveys the floor. George. Just off the mark. Rozier with it. Margins 8. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he can't convert the free throw. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Rises for the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Irving, another chance. Slams it home on the putback. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Rebound, Jason Tatum. First half comes to an end. The Thunder with the lead.
The Thunder have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Celtics were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game prep. Points in the paint.
The Boston Celtics are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively.
Player of the half.
Noel has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's Russ at the controls. To George. Oh, had him going there for a second. And he finishes at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Here's Irving into the front court. Down 8. The shot blocked by Grant.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Celtics have it. Thunder have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. Kyrie across the timeline. The deficit now up to a dozen. Oh, it's Westbrook to block the shot. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. George, deep left corner. Westbrook to Paul George. Knocks it down from mid-range. We've seen Paul George's game evolve in recent years. Mixed results, Jay. How does he get back to being that elite two-way guy?
I think he needs to find a way to be aggressive. Let me bring you in and tell you what he dealt with this past year. When you're a guy who's used to having the ball in your hands, you can make more mistakes because you have more possessions. Then all of a sudden, when you play with a ball-dominant guard like Russell Westbrook, you don't have the ball as much, which means you try to make more out of less opportunity that you have. You force the action way more. Look for Paul George to be way more assertive in this game and find his rhythm by having the ball in his hands.
Hayward. To Irving. To Horford. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Kyrie with the rock. To Rozier. Probing the defense. Inside, he scores.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Strong finish for Paul George. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was a difference.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Irving to Horford. To Irving. Horford to Irving. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Brown with the three with a hand in his face.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Paul George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed the foul shot. Irving to Hayward. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
To Irving. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Here's Schroeder with it. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here comes the screen. Oh, emphatic slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Now a three at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Thunder in command of this one. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. To Irving. Horford. Buries it on the catch and shoot. George. To Schroeder. George, and hits off a killer step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Irving. Picked up by the Thunder. Steven Adams with the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Celtics have it. Irving, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George. Rebound for Smart. Irving with the basketball. His guy's down 11. Irving. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 0, Jason Tatum. Stepping in for Oklahoma City, number 0, Russell Westbrook.
George, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Boston with the basketball. Irving to Marcus Smart. Takes stock of the floor. To Irving. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Westbrook across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Paul George to Westbrook. To George. Has a chance with another basket there.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Brown into the front court. Down by 15. To Irving. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
George. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Irving brings the ball up court. To Jaylen Brown. To Irving. Probing the defense. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Paul George to Westbrook. To Paul George. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. George lets it fly. George with a shot, no good.
That's me. I got ball.
To Irving.
I'm here. I got ball.
And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Russ at the controls. Has a look. Almost, but no good. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Good victory here for the